Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, I do not think the president's comments are racist in any way. But here is a list of courageous Republicans. Now, the media is running with it. First of all, how do you get in touch with the show? Let's do that first. There you go. Boom. So the media they're looking for these courageous Republicans, okay? Number 5. So MSNBC, they're sporting this picture this morning. Racist comments. Republicans condemning Trump's tweets. What are you condemning? And you know, the president said, what did he say? He said, politicians, weak politicians. So there's a list of Republican weak politicians. How about that? If you don't like the country, just leave, Rosie O'Donnell. Quit threatening us. If you don't like the country, shut up. Just go somewhere. If these people don't like this country, they created these problems, okay? And we won't go into the 4 right now. And the Somali woman that always ends with, like, Donald Trump is a racist? What the hell? I plan to vote to impeach him? What the hell? All right, so anyhow, all right. So I listened to the press conference, all right, and I'll put that in my... So here are the cowards, the weak politicians that Trump... To them, they're courageous. To MSNBC, CNN, ABC, Good Morning, this is a group of courageous people to them. Why we see little Marco and Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney's so courageous, okay? And Pat Toomey, they're just courageous. Now look at, wonder if CNN is going to highlight these courageous Republicans. Number 8, right? CNN, GOP lawmakers that have condemned Trump's racist tweets. Racist tweets. Oh my God. You know, let me say this, and I'm in a I don't give a damn mood, right? I think we finally quit telling Pollock jokes. Oh my God, what did he just say? How will we go through the day? Are those Polish people? So it's no longer 1970 and we're telling damn dumb Pollock jokes. Oh my God, he's not going there, is he really? I mean, Trump didn't say anybody's name. If you don't like it, leave. In fact, there's comedians that, you know, they mask the real racist. The real racist and people that try to divide in this country have turned to political comedy, and they mask their comedy claiming just that, it's comedy. Oh, it's comedy. I could tell a Pollock joke. So here's a real racist comment, okay? So they're at the manufacturing yesterday, right? They're at the manufacturing meeting, right? So here's CNN. Trump doubles down on racist politics. Now here's what I would think would be racist. Let's go to number 7. So Trump is outside and he's in the Rose Garden or wherever, and they're having that event, and he has American manufacturers. We've done this already once. Women, men, black, white, it don't matter. 100% American-made products. He's praising the people. He's praising the workers. Now, if CNN said Trump doubled down on racist politics, if Trump was standing at that podium and he said, wow, you're workers. And by the way, John over there, how many wetbacks you got working now? Oh my God, he didn't say that. No, they're not wetbacks, Mr. President. He's not a racist. I'm just saying to you. CNN, Morning Joe, they're all, oh my God, a white nationalist. All right? A white nationalist pushing racist comments, pushing back. Nancy Pelosi says America make America white again. All right. Now, let me just show this picture, okay? And I want you to put this up, number 11. This is yesterday. This is the press conference. So I want to tell you about my day, okay? I want to tell you, don't leave the show. Don't take this wrong, but I want you to stay with us. So let's establish something. I'm white. I'm male. I am who? I'm a Trump. I support the President of the United States. You got to put all this thing into perspective, okay? Stay with me. Let's go with this because at the end of this story, it's important. So I woke up yesterday. I didn't have a good day yesterday. And in the world of 365 days a year, you have a day that's not a good day. So I didn't have a good day. Nothing I want to speak of, but I had to work all day yesterday. I was exhausted when I got home, and health thing, not myself. Let me not go there. It's like some family health issues. My dad's not doing well. We'll leave it at that, okay? So I had to deal with things. My family yesterday where my dad's concerned I didn't have a great day. All right, let's move past that, okay? So yesterday I get up 4 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm white. I'm over 50. I support the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Check this off. I vote Republican most of the time. I guess all the time I vote Republican. I live in a white neighborhood. I live in a predominantly white area of America. Okay. So according to the media and Nancy Pelosi, I'm a racist, right? Okay. I'm a white nationalist, right? I mean, I'm just serious, right? So yesterday I come in, I get up 4 a.m. I come in, I do the show from 8 to 10. After the show, I have a staff meeting, all right? I have a staff meeting here at the office. Then I leave and I go down to Pickens County and I meet with a coach and I spend an hour down there. And then I drive from Pickens County over to Dahlonega, Georgia, and I meet with another coach and I spend an hour there. After that, in the afternoon, I meet a sports reporter and we have about a 40-minute meeting with, I have about a 40-minute meeting with a sports reporter in the afternoon. And then I drive home, okay, to North Georgia up here, LJ, we'll call it LJ. And I get home about 10:05, okay, 4:50. All right, so I get home, wait a minute. And throughout that entire day, I'm also dealing with a lot of phone calls with some family concerning my father. So I get home and I hear that these 4 women are going, I've already listened to Trump's comments throughout the day, that these 4 women are going to hold a press conference. But I always want to make sure and see what the enemy's doing. So I'm like, 5 o'clock. So I turn on MSNBC. I don't watch Fox. I want to hear what the enemy says. So I turn on MSNBC, and then these 4 come out about 5:20, okay, in the afternoon. And I listen to the press conference, and I'm like, now my head is pounding. So I go in, and it's a 3 ibuprofen kind of afternoon. So about 6:30, I've listened to this. I've made a couple phone calls. I got 1 or 2 phone calls. And I go in about 6:30 in the house, and it's a 3 ibuprofen. And my wife said, "Did you have a good day?" And I said, "I got to be honest, no, I did not. But I'm not upset." You know what I mean? Okay, so we eat, and we're watching TV. And I'm watching one of my favorite, shows. And I'm enjoying that. I took 3 ibuprofen, head's hurting. It's 9 o'clock at night. Now, where we live, in 19 years, I've had 5 people knock on the front door. So it's 9 o'clock at night, it's pitch dark, headlights pull in my driveway. It's somebody knocks on my front door. And remember, I'm white, okay, over 50, live in the country, voted for Donald Trump, plan to vote for him again, support the president, all right? So my dogs go nuts. Now, this is serious. It's probably 9, yeah, right at 9. We'll go right at 9 o'clock at night. Somebody knocks on my front door. Very unusual. So the dogs are going crazy. I got to put the dogs up. And after I get the dogs put up, I crack the front door, and there's a young man there. He looks about 18 years old. And maybe a mother, okay? When I say speaks broken English, don't get me wrong. I'm not being racist. I know I am the master of the double negative, and I throw a verb in where it's not needed or an adjective. I get all that, okay? So I know I speak English very well or good or whatever, okay? But anyhow, this young man and this woman is standing on my front porch. She does not speak very good English, and they are persons of color. So it's interesting that this is what happened in my day. It's 9 o'clock at night, and persons of color that are not from Georgia are on my front porch. Well, now I have two options. I have the A, go with what Nancy Pelosi says I am. Go with what the media identifies me as. Okay? Seriously, I'm being very serious. So I have the option of taking, maybe pointing a gun out my door and saying, get the hell off my porch and get off my property because I'm a white nationalist. I'm white. I'm Donald Trump support. Right? I mean, if you will listen to the media, this is one of the choices I had. But I went instinctively. So I step out of my front porch. I say, how can I help you this evening? And the lady said, sir, we cannot find our cabin. Now, what happens in our area where we live, there's a lot of cabins. You go out the road from our house, cabins like that people rent. Now, these people are from another state. I'm not going to say where, but in this state, it's very flat. So cars and even Jeeps, you can buy a Jeep in this state, and most trucks, they're not four-wheel drive. Yes, you might think you can buy a Jeep Cherokee Unlimited and it's not absolutely. You know, go to states, go to states like Florida and it's not four-wheel drive. So anyhow, this lady standing on my front porch, she's a woman of color, and she says, I cannot find my cabin. And I'm reading where her cabin is. And she said, I went to where I think my cabin is, but I can't get the car up the hill. So I said, can I read your directions? So I'm reading on there, and whoever they rented the cab, it says very clearly, when you turn, you're not going to make it if you don't put it in four-wheel drive. So I said, ma'am, did you put it in four-wheel drive? I don't know if we have four-wheel drive. Okay, so this is now it's 9:15 at night. Okay, I have two people of color in a very white neighborhood. Just the same day that I'm leaving these up, these four women of color that are judging me, okay? So she said, can you come to my car and show me my four-wheel drive? I said, you have a Jeep. You probably have four-wheel drive. I don't know. Can you? So now I'm taking a risk at 9:20. You don't understand. I'm in the middle of the country. I have a woman of color. I have a young man, and there's another woman at the car. All right? So I got to think, is she asking me to go to the car? Why is she asking me to go to the car? Where is this going? But I notice on the phone, she's legitimately looking for a cabin. So instinctively, I say, okay, I've not had a great day, right? It's not my best day. I took 3 ibuprofen. I had to watch Crazy Women of Color. Now the women of color are at my house. And I was trying to relax. So my wife didn't say anything negative, but she says, be careful. Are you going to go out? I said, yeah, I'm going to go out and I'm going to help them. So I walk out to the car, and there's another lady there. She's very nice. She says, I don't know. I can't get to the cabin, and it says this and this. Can you find my four-wheel? So I'm out in my driveway with 2 women of color that are not from this country. No, they're not from this. Now, they live in another state. And the young man looks about 17 years old. And he keeps saying, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All of color in my driveway. Okay? These 2 women, don't take this wrong, look a little bit like maybe 1 or 2 of the 4 in here. And they're very, so I'm in the car and I'm looking around. And I said, you don't have four-wheel drive. We don't have four-wheel drive. No, ladies, you don't have four-wheel drive. I know it's a Jeep, but you don't have four-wheel drive. Oh, what can we do? Can you help me? What can I do? You know, they have driven all day. I could tell they're exhausted. So I said, give me your phone. And I went down the phone. I said, you see, your directions are right. Your cabin's a half mile up the road. I said, do you see where it says turn back sharply? Yes, I see that. Do you see right there, they're telling you you have to have four-wheel drive. It says put it in four-wheel drive or you're not making it up the hill. And don't be timid, run up the hill. Yes. I said, I got to be honest with you, you're not going there. Okay, I've read cabin directions for years, and I know where some of these cabins are. You're not going there. This does not have four-wheel drive. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? I said, let me tell you what to do. Relax. If you go north of here, 3-4 miles is a town. There's a lot of stores. There's Walmart, everything. You can pull over. You can relax. You could talk to some people there and tell them your dilemma, and they may be able to help you. I personally can't go any further, but also you need to call these people. Okay? Need to call these people and say, I can't get in here. I misunderstood. I thought I had four-wheel drive. I can't get in here. And see how they can maybe help get you in your cabin. So that's basically the end of the story in a way. And then they were very over the top, appreciative. And I said, look, if you have to have some kind of help, other help, just let me know. I'll help you. Can we sit here just a minute in the driveway and make some phone calls? Yes, you can sit here. I'm going to go back in. You can sit here. Sorry, I can't be more help. So I go back in and they sit in my driveway for another 15 minutes and then they leave. So I wish them well. I hope things went all right. I guess if there's a point I'm trying to make is when these people knocked on my door about 9-10 p.m. last night, and I live in the country, and I go to my front door, and I go to my front door, and I open up, and it ends up being I see somebody in the car and two people of color at 9:10, and the kind of day I had yesterday. You know, there was a side of me that said, I can't help you. Look, ladies, young man, I appreciate it. Sorry, town's up here. Please get out of the driveway, right? Get out of my driveway. Town's north. Can't help you. Can't help you find your cabin. Wish you well. Now shut the door and go on, right? There was a side. There was a side. There was a side of me even after listening to these people here. But then quickly something said to me, I said to myself, hey, you know what? After watching this disgusting display yesterday, and these disgusting people, okay, that are trying to make people like myself look, sound like the bad people in America, I'm going to be who I am. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what language you speak, okay? If I see you in a difficult situation and you're Hispanic and I can help you, I'm going to help you. If you show up on my front porch and you're a woman of color and you don't speak very good English, I know very good English, can you help me, sir? I'm going to help you any way I can. Because that's who we are. We are still the greatest people on earth. We're Americans. We care for each other. We're good to each other. And don't let the media tell you any different. Okay? Don't let them tell you it's your color, it's your age, it's your male, female, no matter what. Stick to who we are. And don't let this media try to twist up what we really mean when we say make America great again. So I just wanted to tell that story because I am judged this morning for my color, my age, where I live. But you know what? I didn't follow through with what the media said. I tried to do everything I can to help these ladies that looked a lot like these citizens yesterday. Couldn't do much, but I know they left my house saying that guy was very kind to us. I'm serious whether you like it or not. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to wrap up. We got a lot more to do before we finish. God bless America. Take us a break.